Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Cleveland Browns versus Lamar Jackson and the Cincinnati Bengals.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Steven Sims now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Slant to Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 4 catches, 53 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
That's good for another Cleveland.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Number 41, Alvin Kamara.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A give. This is Kamara. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's complete right around the 8.
That's good.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early in the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Alvin Kamara. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. 3rd down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. Wentz now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Wentz again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Cedric Wilson.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun to Michelle on the dump-off. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Now third and
working from the gun, Wentz.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
a gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 7, it's second and 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
On second down, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Jalen Richard. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Michel. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Jones has it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A little 360. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
The pass on 1st down.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Here's Wentz to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And that's complete to Adams. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Play action. Now Wentz. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Wow. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
6 more yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Closest now to add the PAT. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Richard on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Courtney.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 47.
From the gun, Jackson caught by Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
To Zay Jones.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. A give. This is Michel. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Sony Michel, the ball
working with his 2nd and 4.
At the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
It's a gain of
so from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Sony Michel, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He completes it to Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First down.
Jackson from the gun. He'll throw.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Jackson
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
A 34-yard attempt.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First and 10.
The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. And they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really getting routed at this point. Keeping them in the game as best they can, they've got to increase their proficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And following the turnover, they'll look to take the lead here as they start with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jackson.
2nd and 5.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this 1st half. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment, but first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston, where it'll be the Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong 1st half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jackson on 1st down, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And then from the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man is Sims. He's got it.
That's good.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 25.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will be caught by Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
24-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And it's Michelle once again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, Jackson. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd.
Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And a Bengal first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Michel on the carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Results.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 36, Jackson to Michelle on the dump off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and a yard.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Kamara. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Coming left is Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33.
The ball carrier.
The Browns on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On first down, Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal at the 3.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead, put it on him, and score a touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Bengals set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Gostkowski's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
23. Browns 21.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. This short throw caught by Goddard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Wentz's pass complete to Marquise Brown. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Wide receiver
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, He realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, Michel. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
A gain of 4.
From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working toward.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Point attempt is no good.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 15. 1:46 to go. They need 2 touchdowns and at least 1 2-point conversion mixed in there as well. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gostkowski for the point after.
Extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this carries into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Cincinnati defense now. They get ready for the next possession. They haven't played the best, but I guess it's not going to matter because their offense has been so good.
And they'll go in and shake their guys' hands and say, thanks a lot, big day. We'll try and tighten it down for the next ball game. But a lot of guys think this is kind of fun to be able to go up and down the field, almost like a basketball game where 2 teams full court press and score a whole lot of points. You may get beat, but sometimes you think, hey, that was a good day.
Well, they can still tighten it up here for one final stop. Make them feel good on the way out the door.
They'd love to show the defensive coordinator that they did have one good possession.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
2nd and 11. They'll run with Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
brings up.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night